RCS Media Group, for the past couple of years, has systematically implemented a broad e-commerce strategy. When did it occur to the group to launch this strategy, and why?
Well, first was the realization that the traditional publishing business models weren't enough to sort of sustain growth for the company, and that's what we also today would demonstrate with this little poll. When you have traditional revenues going down and traditional digital, which sounds like a little bit of a contradiction, but it's still not picking up as fast as the rest. So we needed to do something different. And then we started to look at what was around, and then we suddenly realized that our brands were so powerful to also to be stretched a little bit into services in this logic of membership we heard many times today. So we started to turn our brands not only into editorial brands but into consumer brands. And in that respect, that's when we started to experiment offering content and services. And among services, e-commerce is of course one of the first offers you can bundle for our consumers and readers. So that happened basically a couple of years ago.
Okay. What are just one or two of the lessons learned so far?
Well, the first one is that notwithstanding the power of the brand, the offer must be distinctive. So if you want to avoid consumers to then just look at what you offer in e-commerce, but then go browsing on the internet and search for the best offer, you need to be distinctive. And for these reasons, we basically are implementing three different strategies. One is what we call editorial e-commerce, so offer something that is in the spirit and in the tradition of the brand. We call it collateral businesses, videos, books, etc. But on internet. The second one is partner with specialty players in our vertical. So we have vertical audiences, and we look for vertical e-commerce partners. So this we learned: don't do a job that you're not capable of. So just partner with specialists, and that's the second thing. And the third one is what we call contextual commerce. So although preserving the boundaries between quality journalism and marketing, but to the extent we can build editorial stories that naturally lead to offers, for instance, in travel. So if we describe how beautiful Tuscany is with a nice editorial piece, and then we can also give the opportunity to readers to choose from the best hotels or the best location in Tuscany. This is service. And so to that respect, contextualizing e-commerce and content is a third lessons we learned.
RCS Media Group is a huge media group, a very well-known brand, broad. Can a regional publisher or a small publisher do something similar?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's not the size that can discriminate what you can do, but rather the reputation of your brand. So, but even if you're a local, a regional player, you can easily try and do what now Groupon is doing. And so why not, for instance, creating an alliance or an aggregation of all the local deals you can have in town. So it could be restaurants, could be services, could be travel, done at the regional and local level. You know, the brand reputation could stand up at the same level as Groupon does, and maybe you can give the merchants a higher margin because Groupon is taking 50% of the value, and maybe if you're a local publishing house, you can also have a better deal for your merchants, not only for the consumers. So I think it's a matter of the strength of the brand rather than the size of the publishing company.
How does an international digital media event like this help you and your organization?
Well, what is very interesting is to see that many other organizations are facing the same issues and the same problems, and that sometimes solutions differ a little bit. So I think it's very, very helpful to join events like this, because then we can get in touch not only at the plenary level, but also this idea of workshops that we're now going to have, where we can go deeper into the ideas and the insights, and I think creating a network of professionals that are facing exactly the same issue all over the world. It's extremely important to avoid reinventing the wheel every time.
Thank you.